You get an urgent email from your CFO. To be absolutely safe, you join a video conference call to verify the request. It's the standard corporate routine. You log in. Your CFO is sitting right there on the screen. Your colleagues are present. They look real, they sound real, and they look you in the eye as they tell you to execute a series of wire transfers. Following protocol for an urgent directive from leadership, you authorize the payments. Over the course of the day, you send out $25.6 million. None of the people on that video call were real. Every single person on that screen, except for the victim, was an AI-generated deepfake operated by an attacker. We are biologically wired to believe what we see and hear, but in digital communications, our own eyes and ears can now be targeted by convincing fabrications. Pulling off a live, interactive deepfake seems like it should require a Hollywood visual effects studio or a multi-million-dollar supercomputer. That barrier to entry has completely collapsed. Anyone with a decent graphics card can now use open-source repositories and standard streaming software to clone a face and voice in real time. The total cost to execute a live, interactive illusion against a corporate target usually runs between $20 to $100. Attackers assemble these clones by scraping public data. A few high-definition photos from a corporate bio and a 3-second audio clip from a podcast are all the training data these models need. With open-source code and free tutorials widely available online, anyone with a laptop can now weaponize this tech at scale. To pull this off, attackers rely on Generative Adversarial Networks and Autoencoders, systems designed to map and manipulate human expressions on the fly. This diagram outlines the process. An encoder extracts specific mathematical features of the source face, compressing variables like eye spacing into a latent face. The decoder then maps those expressions onto the victim, reconstructing the image frame by frame. This mathematical mapping mimics the micro-expressions and lighting cues our brains use to verify reality, often masking the synthetic nature of the image. Relying entirely on our eyes is a losing battle. When one high-level executive at Ferrari was targeted recently, he initiated a manual, human-centric verification protocol instead of trusting the screen. Mid-conversation, he paused and asked the caller for the title of a specific book they had discussed recommending to each other a few days prior. The scammer hung up immediately. The AI model didn't know the answer because that private, unrecorded human memory couldn't be scraped from the internet. Operating with a strict zero-trust mindset regarding digital identity, where offline verification is required for high-stakes actions, is the most effective immediate defense against social engineering. This flowchart outlines the systematic approach to detect deepfakes. For visual artifacts within a frame, look for blurring or shifting shadows around the hairline, ears, and neck. For temporal features across frames, watch for biological inconsistencies, unnatural blinking, asymmetrical eye movements, or glassy pupils. Now, lip syncing is also a major hurdle. Watch the corners of the mouth. You will frequently catch mismatched timing between the spoken audio and the physical movement of the lips. While these models continue to evolve, they still leave behind a digital footprint. Combining forensic awareness with strict human verification remains a necessary protocol for digital security.